You my new best friend that I don't know. Wherever you go, I'ma follow. I don't get stopped by the cops, so read in the pockets, it's not no follow.
Good morning, Trojans. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, and it is a B-Day.
The quote of the day today is, "Every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day," by Alice Morse Earl.
Oh, good quote. And this week is the annual Rowdy Rough competition. Today is sophomores versus seniors. Thursday will be championship game, and Friday...
Attention all girls, if you're interested in attending XR Supergirls, it is a great opportunity for students interested in pursuing careers in science, art, and technology to interact with 3 women leaders in the field. It is free for students. Everyone's welcome. It is aimed towards girls and is aimed to inspire female students to go into careers in science and technology through the awesome potential of XR, while providing a nurturing environment of sisterhood and mentorship from women leaders in XR. This workshop provides an opportunity for female middle school, high school, and college students in an introduction to XR, including demo sessions with VR, AR, and 360-degree immersive storytelling. Students will be inspired by professional women leaders from academia and industry through mentoring and coaching sessions. Our keynote speakers will share their career paths and very own superpowers that help them become industry leaders and entrepreneurs in XR.
All right, there you go. There's a story.
Yeah.
And the Petaluma Youth Commission is hosting an Earth Day celebration event this Friday, April 26th, where students are invited to meet at the Smart Station at 3:30, and your commissioners will help them purchase Clipper cards, and then we can all take the train down to get soul food in San Rafael, because who doesn't want that?
I second that. The performance of Once Upon a Pea is opening this Thursday at 6:30. The show begins at 7, but we have other performances on the 26th and 27th, and May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Tickets are $7 for students and $10 for a general price.
And that's a deal. That's it. I think that's a deal in my opinion. If you are a part of tech or backstage crew for the spring musical, there is a mandatory meeting on the 25th in E2 at 3:15.
And now we go to sports with Peter Canali.
Pete!
Touchdown, Trojan!
Unbelievable!
Hey Trojans. The badminton team faced fellow first-place squad American Canyon. The Trojans came out victorious, beating the Wolves 10-5. Petaluma was led by seniors Cole Yant and Aylin Ayala Gallardo, who both had 2 victories on the afternoon. Trojans need 2 more victories to win their first league pennant in 15 years. And meanwhile, the varsity baseball team lost to a talented Maria Carrillo team 13-1. The Trojans continue to stay in their batting slump, getting only 4 hits the entire game. Senior Jack Gallagher got the lone run for the Trojans. And after the baseball team lost to Vintage, we talk with manager of the Trojans, Jim Salvatella.
Guys, didn't seem like you really had it in any facet of your game, and now 3 in a row. What's wrong right now with this team?
Just right now, things are not going our way, and it's a cliche, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on stuff, and we're going to go ahead and battle. This is a game that when it's played over time, you're going to have days like this, and we're a good group of young men, and we're confident that they're going to work hard to straighten this stuff out. It's not going to be a lack of trying, because the coaching staff that we have are going to work on. We're going to go right back to fundamentals, get back to it, so that we can go ahead and compete on every pitch, stay focused throughout the game. Today's game is one of those games when it started to get away from us early, and when that happens, you got to battle through that and try to limit the damage. Today, instead of 1 run, they got 3. Instead of 2 in an inning, they got 4. And so those are the things that, as you mature as a baseball player and the longer you play this game, you'll find that you're going to have innings and where balls are going to fall in, and you're going to battle through it.
Okay. And meanwhile, yesterday, Connor Gores advanced to the semifinals in the Napa tournament, in boys tennis, winning 2 games in a row and upsetting number 4 seed in California. And then California in the tournament. That's my bad. I'm sorry. And today, the girls' varsity lacrosse team will play at Justin Siena. The match begins at 7. And finally, the girls' softball team will face Casa Grande in the softball Egg Bowl. The season has been up and down for the Trojans, with Petaluma will look to get a victory against the Gauchos, who sit below the Trojans in VVAL. The first pitch is at the Petaluma Softball Diamond at 4, but if you can't make the Egg Bowl game, Trojan Live will be live streaming the game on our YouTube channel. That's all for sports, and we'll sit back to the anchor desk.
And Mrs. Camacho's biology students recently participated in the Petaluma Watershed Classroom, making public service announcement videos to help people make the connection between water use and carbon footprints. Let's take a look at both the first and second place winners. Here's the first.
The Petaluma River watershed, a highly important source of water, has provided benefits to the city of Petaluma for countless years, so it's our job to keep it clean.
The residents of Petaluma should consider alternate options from their daily lives to preserve the services and clean ecosystem it supplies to us.
Some actions that could keep our watershed clean and resourceful is to switch up our methods of transportation we use on a regular basis to reduce our carbon footprint.
You could lower the chances of polluting the Petaluma River by washing your cars at car washes that recycle their water, switch your cars to energy-efficient cars to avoid oil spills, and use public transportation, walk or ride a bike. Though these changes to the methods of transportation that we use daily seems like a stretch, they can certainly affect the river in positive ways, like being able to keep our very significant source of water.
These small but very effective changes can be beneficial to keeping the Petaluma River watershed clean and valuable.
Congratulations to Giselle Marquez, Mariana Rodriguez, and Paige Sullivan for first place in their PSA video. Now let's take a look at Kevin Garcia and Eric Martinez's video. They won second place.
Water, the most commonly used liquid in the world. We use it in our everyday lives like drinking, cleaning, swimming, bathing, and so much more. But do you realize about how much water consumption can affect the carbon in our air? The average person can use about 80 to 100 gallons of water per day without even realizing it. Water is mostly used in our food consumption, like trillions of gallons of water are transferred in global trades of agricultural products. Eating more balanced vegetables and less red meat products like beef can reduce your carbon footprint. Livestock farming produces from 20% to 50% of all man-made greenhouse gas emissions. This can lead to global warming, damaging the earth. That's why you should consider eating less red meat products and add some vegetables and some chicken to your everyday diet. Help contribute to the Petaluma Watershed Organization today.
My favorite part of that one was the boat. And yesterday, Ray and Brooke Lozano came to Petaluma High to speak to the freshmen about the true dangers of vaping. The duo illustrated what would happen if you let your life fall into the feet of drugs, and how ill-motivated the tobacco industry, specifically Juul Labs, is in their advertising towards young people. Vaping is too modern of a trend to know any of its true effects on the body, and may lead to addiction and to worse things later in life. To add to that, it's stupid, and people will make fun of you for it.
I second that. Attention sophomores and juniors, are you interested in joining Link Crew next year? If so, please pick up an application from the counseling office and return by Friday, May 3rd. If you have questions, see Mr. Dosery in A4 or Miss McClellan in counseling.
Students, please remember the hall pass expectations. You have a class lanyard around your neck when given permission to use the restroom during class time. TAs will be expected to wear the yellow vest when running errands for their teacher. Cell phones must be left in class during class time by all students. Detention assigned if you are out of class with your phone. Campus supervisors and other adults will be looking for the lanyard or vest or written pass. If you don't have a pass to be out of class, you will get a detention.
Students with an open period are allowed to leave campus. If you have an open period and you choose to stay on campus, please check in at the library and stay there. Juniors and seniors are allowed to leave campus during the lunchtime block. ID cards must be available for campus supervisors to check prior to leaving campus. Any freshman or sophomore students will be given detention or Saturday school for being off campus without permission, so keep that in mind.
And that's all for today. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Tune in tomorrow and make it a great day.
You're my new best friend that I don't know. Wherever you go, I'ma follow.